The Valyrian steel blade nailed the Night King right in his weak spot. That girl who used to be the smallest, the weakest one. Now she's got the kind of power that can change the whole world. The fight hits its most deadlocked moment. The Night King and the ice dragon Viserion finally show up. Jon rides Rhaegal and goes straight after them. Daenerys dives in too, on Drogon from the other side. The Night King slips back into the storm, and he vanishes in a blink. Daenerys and Jon climb above the clouds to get their bearings. Next second, Viserion bursts out of the storm like a jump scare. That icy blue flame pours down like a waterfall and tags Jon's mount dead on. Drogon reacts faster, yanks Daenerys out, and they barely dodge it. The Night King's ambush whiffs, so he ducks back into the storm again. Daenerys and Jon steady themselves. Then, they dive right back into the storm to chase him down. Meanwhile, Viserion banks hard and heads back to the main battlefield outside Winterfell. That icy blue flame slams into the walls. A massive breach blows open instantly. The dead swarm in like a tidal wave. Jon and Rhaegal rush back too, and they're the first to collide with Viserion. Rhaegal lunges and clamps down, and the two dragons lock up in midair. Claws and teeth rip and grind into each other. Daenerys and Drogon jump in, and the whole fight flips immediately. The Night King loses his balance and drops off the ice dragon's back toward the ground. Rhaegal is wrecked, spirals down, and crashes into the snow, out cold. Daenerys spots the Night King in the darkness fast. She tells Drogon to blast the hottest fire he's got. The flame clears, and the Night King is untouched. He even smirks like he's clowning her. Next second, he grabs an ice spear and hurls it straight at Drogon. Daenerys has no choice. She whips around and bails. The Night King turns toward the Godswood. He's going for his first target, Bran. Jon draws his weapon and chases, trying to force the final showdown. The Night King doesn't even give him the chance. He just raises both hands slightly. Bodies all around snap back up and join the dead again. Jon charges like crazy, trying to stop him at the last second, but it's too late. Fallen friends open those icy blue eyes and crawl out of the mess one by one. No words, no screams. They just stand there and block Jon. The Night King doesn't look back. He heads to the Godswood to finish the three-eyed raven and seal his revenge. At the same time, the crypts underground don't get spared either. The Stark ancestors claw their way out of the tombs. They rush unarmed women and kids. Screams explode through the crypts, and panic spreads like a plague. Tyrion and Sansa hide behind the statue of Eddard Stark. They lock eyes and try not to fall apart. On the other side of the battlefield, Daenerys and Drogon show up again. This time, the dead pile onto Drogon, like locusts covering his whole body. They push him into a violent, frantic thrash. Drogon bucks hard, trying to shake them off, and he throws Daenerys off too. Daenerys hits the ground, and she's suddenly all alone. The dead close in instantly and surround her from every side. Right on the edge, Jorah charges in. He plants himself in front of Daenerys and takes every hit with his own body. Jorah doesn't hesitate for a second. He's protecting his queen, even if it costs him his life. Inside Winterfell, the ground is stacked, and warriors keep fighting on top of the bodies. Jon wants to stop and help when he passes by, but he knows it. Only killing the Night King ends all of this. The Night King's group moves forward steadily through the wind and snow. Now the only one left in front of Bran is Theon. Theon launches one last charge at the Night King. The Night King steps up to Bran and raises his hand to end the war. But the story doesn't end there. A Valyrian steel dagger hits the Night King in the most fragile spot. All that struggle, all those sacrifices, it was all for this 1 second. Arya bursts out of the darkness, one clean strike, and she shatters the Night King on the spot.